Hey everyone, so we got another great round of phone battles here featuring the best one from Huawei, the Huawei P10 Plus, and the best one from Samsung, the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Let's get right to it and power them both on. Now the Galaxy is the first phone in the world to release with the Snapdragon 835 processor, and it has 4GB of RAM. Whereas on the Huawei, you have the custom Huawei chipset 960 and 6GB of RAM. So really rare for a phone to have 6GB of RAM, impressive there for Huawei. But you guys will see the first one to boot up will be the Galaxy. And now the Huawei up as well. Alright guys, let's take a quick look at the design of the phones. So front facing camera on the Huawei is 8 megapixels and same with on the Galaxy, both 8. Now in terms of screen size, so obviously larger screen here on the Galaxy. Really gorgeous display, almost edge to edge. And it is 6.2 inches versus on the Huawei where it's 5.5. Now on the Huawei you do have the fingerprint scanner right here on the home button. Unfortunately on the Galaxy, because you do have these incredibly small bezels, it's now on the back. So right here, we'll be doing a test later in the video. Just take a look at the bottom. So you got USB-C and headphone jacks on both. Look at the side. Look at the top. And the other side. And then let's take a look at the back. So again, both gorgeous designs. And on the Galaxy, you have all glass on the back. And on the Huawei, you have metal design on the back. And then on the Galaxy, you have a rear-facing camera, 12 megapixels. And on the Huawei, you have two cameras. One of them is 12, the other one's 20. Alright guys, so let's get started. And as you see, everything is closed down on both. So, first up, we got a game. We got Temple Run 2. So yeah, you notice that the Galaxy screen does get a little bit brighter. And it looks like Galaxy will take this one by a couple seconds. Alright, so next up we got NBC News. And that one going to the Huawei. iFunny next. Galaxy. YouTube. Huawei. So we got a little bit of a back and forth going here. What's the calculator next? Clock. Maybe a slight advantage here for the Huawei. eBay next. Oops, sorry guys, messed that one up. Let's redo it real quick. Alright, so eBay next. Alright, so Galaxy there. And our second game, we got Asphalt 8. Now, I think you are going to see better gaming performance on the Galaxy. Although here, that's interesting. So here, the Huawei is the first one to vote up Asphalt 8. Alright, we got photos next. I think that was pretty close. ESPN. So, let's see, if Galaxy's going to vote up an ad here, maybe not. Doesn't always vote up ads. So yeah, I think that one going to the Galaxy. Alright, and settings. And then moving on to more stuff after that. Try it again, settings. Alright guys, so for the app opening, I think it was extremely close to both phones. Let's do Antutu benchmark next. So you guys will see Antutu is favoring the Snapdragon 835 here. For the Galaxy, score of 168,000 versus 151,000 for the Huawei. And just show you how it stacks up. So with the Galaxy, this will be the highest on Android, right right behind iPhones. Alright, so next up, let's do some web browsing. Let's do IGN.com first. Alright, so you guys see an Advantage Huawei here. Let's do IMDb. And yeah, I have to say, Huawei's web browsing is exceptional. Definitely one of the best ones. Alright, so again, you guys saw Huawei there. Let's do Nintendo next. Yeah, I think Huawei P10 Plus and Sony Xperia XZ, I think those two are probably the best two I've seen. Town.com. So again, you guys see Huawei here. And we'll do one final one. Let's do Yahoo. Alright, so again, no contest. Oh, actually, sorry guys, butchered that one. Let's do one final one. Let's do ABC.com. Alright, so again, Huawei here. So yeah, guys, web browsing does go to the Huawei. Next up, let's do fingerprint scanner. So again, you got the fingerprint scanner right here on the Huawei. Much better position in my opinion. Now on the Galaxy, it is on the back. Very hard to reach, especially for the Plus model. And just personally speaking, guys, I do not use it. I find it much harder to actually, I mean, if you guys have really large hands or something, maybe it's easier for you guys. But for me, I find it really hard just reaching over the camera lens, trying to get that fingerprint scanner. But nonetheless, it shuts out the speed. Alright. I mean, even just for this test, it's kind of hard just putting my finger there, but try it out. Alright guys, so really no contest here. Huawei obviously much faster fingerprint scanner, much better placement. I think the Huawei P10 Plus along with the OnePlus 3T are the two fastest phones in terms of fingerprint scanner. Let's do camera speed next. Alright guys, so the Cactus is back, just for focus. And let's see how fast these are taking pictures. Really, it's not the best setup there, but alright, so it looks like the Galaxy a little bit faster taking pictures. So yeah, Galaxy winning here for the camera test. Alright guys, so real quick, let's go over the specs first. So again, 5.5 inch screen for Huawei versus 6.2 for the Galaxy. Both very similar resolutions, 540 pixels per inch versus 529. Now in terms of camera, so rear facing on the Huawei of 2, 20 and 12 megapixels, on the Galaxy of 1 at 12 megapixels. Front facing camera on both is 8. Internal storage 64 128 gigabytes for the Huawei, 64 gigabytes for the Galaxy. Both do micro SD card support. Now battery, I do prefer the Huawei. I think it's a little bit better. You have 3750 capacity versus 3500 for the S8 Plus. Although I haven't used the S8 Plus that much yet, so still need to do more. But it will have a battery comparison on my channel in the future. You guys can check out. In terms of chipset, so you got the custom Huawei chipset 960 and 6 GB of RAM for the Huawei. And on the Galaxy, Snapdragon 835 and 4 GB of RAM. Now the Galaxy is waterproof, the Huawei is not. And both USB-C at the bottom. Alright guys, so for the multitasking part, going to make it a bit more interesting. What I did was I turned off the screen for both phones. And I know for some phones this will sometimes kill the apps. So we're going to see what happens here. And as you guys see here, use the fingerprint scanner on the Huawei, not on the Galaxy. But remember, on the Galaxy, you do have facial recognition. You also have iris scanner, which you don't have on the Huawei. Alright, so again, this time a bit more tricky because we did turn off the screen. Let's see if it killed the apps. So, starting with Temple Run 2. Alright, yeah, so it looks like for both is killing the apps. And that's pretty common, I think, for a lot of phones. But you guys see here, again, we do got the Galaxy. And not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, that could just mean that they're saving more battery life. So I think for a lot of people, they actually may be okay with that. But let's check out more of the basic apps. Alright, so we got NBC News. Alright, so advantage there for the Galaxy. Alright, iFunny next. Alright, so advantage here for the Galaxy. So far Galaxy is winning multitasking. Let's do YouTube next. Alright, so Huawei there. And a few more. Let's do eBay. Alright, so Galaxy there. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a few more multitasking. We're going to reopen them a second time without locking the screen. Alright, so you guys see here on the Huawei, it is revoting it. On the Galaxy, it's not. So yeah, so far multitasking going to the Galaxy. But let's try going back into some of these apps. Actually, we'll do that. We'll do Temple Run 2. Alright, so revoting Temple Run 2. And I don't think either one of these is going to restart. Let's see though. So yeah, as you guys see, both of them just bring it up right there. And let's just do a couple more. Let's do Chrome. Alright, so Advantage Galaxy here. And let's do one final one. Let's do Photos. Alright, so again, Advantage Galaxy there. So yeah, it looks like, especially if you lock your phone on the Huawei, it is going to kill some of the apps. But again, not necessarily a bad thing, especially if you want to preserve some battery life. But I do give the multitasking to the Galaxy. So guys, overall, I think it was a very close test. Let me know in the comments what you think, which one won. Obviously, guys, these are two excellent phones. Not going to find many phones better than these two. So yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more. I do have a lot more comparisons planned for both these phones. And I'm also going to be doing battery life tests between them. I'm going to be doing camera tests. So a lot more planned for both. Not just speed tests, but we'll have those as well. Alright guys, so thanks again. Press there to subscribe. Press there to watch another video. And I'll catch you next time.